Welcome to Bite-Sized Biology. In this video, we are going to tell about breeding. So, breeding means that one organism sexually reproduced by another organism. So, in this breeding, the aim is creating new traits, new characteristics. For example, imagine that you have two different organisms. They are goats, but their features are different. For example, one has longer wool, and another has longer horns. So, but you want to combine these two characteristics. It means that you want to create a goat with longer horns and wools. So when you breed them, of course, you will get, by repeating this process, you will get long-horned and long-wooled goat. So this is called selective breeding. And another name of selective breeding is artificial selection. Artificial, what is it? Selection means you select some characteristics and you increase frequency of it. You increase appearance of it or amount of it. For example, you want to increase productivity of cows which they give milk. It means that when you take two cows which they give lots of milk, you increase milk productivity by breeding them. This is called artificial selection. It is called selective breeding. You select this trait and then you breed them, you repeat this process and you increase milk productivity. And there are two types of selective breeding: hybridization and inbreeding. If you choose two different characteristics and you want to combine them in one organism, it is called hybridization. But if you choose one characteristic and you want to increase amount of this characteristic, this trait, this desired trait, and in this case, this is called inbreeding. So you take two cows to increase milk productivity. So both of them give lots of milk, but newborn cow will give more milk. So it is called inbreeding. But you want, for example, a cow with more milk and, for example, black and white. You combine these two characteristics, it will become hybridization. It will become. Or one more example, if you have different cats, for example, black and white, you want to get black and white cats, for example, punched, we can say. So this cat will be result of hybridization. But you choose, for example, white and white cat, so more white. You want to get more white, whiter, we can say, cat. So in this case, it will be called inbreeding. So selective breeding, we learned, it has two types: hybridization and inbreeding, and natural selection there is. And natural selection means, dear students, nature selects some characteristics. Different from artificial selection, natural selection, for example, dinosaurs have had, or we can say, some selective disadvantages. So nature didn't select these features, so they died. But we had, maybe some other organisms had some selective advantages, so nature selected this characteristic, so they survived and now they are existing, they are on the life. So, dear students, natural selection and artificial selection. Artificial selection is called also selective breeding, and selective breeding has two types: hybridization, inbreeding. Thank you. See you next bite-sized videos.